Hello everyone, this is G-Shock High Fashion Channel. Today I'm going to open up this DW-8800 G-Shock watch. So this will be just another G-vlog where I'm just going to share guys what's inside the watch over here. Since I'm going to clean this thing up, this guy in a used condition, so instead of just opening it up, break it down and clean it out all myself, why not film and share to all of you guys as well. At least you guys could learn a thing or two, just for fun. First of all, let's how about pull this watch band out of the way first, since I really need to disassemble this. So we need to pull this velcro part out of the way and remove this part so I could pull all this watch band out to here. So to open it up, what I did, just push this thing in there. This part is pretty tricky though, but it's not as hard actually. It's very easy. You can see it. There it is. The hardest part about this part of the watch band is just to place it back the way it is, to put it out like this. It's easy. Alright, pull this thing off from here and pull this thing out the way, and there it is. So this is how you remove the watch band on this very model. If you don't like this watch band though, you could just replace it with a standard NATO strap, a Perlon strap, or Zul strap, whatever. You could just slide it in there and bam, you're gonna have yourself a very to be a classic piece, but not as thick and weird looking as this guy though. Not a lot of people are a fan of this type of watch band because it is too thick and it's gonna be hot and it looks totally odd today. So let's put this thing aside, this clip aside, and this part, by the way though, is stitched in there, so you cannot remove this anywhere at all. So just gonna leave it there. You need to clean this thing up, a single piece like this. Okay, now you need to remove this shock absorber down here before you can remove the backplate or this adapter over here, which is very cool looking in my opinion. This adapter over here have a shape a little bit curved like that instead of normal adapter that just square. It's pretty boring. So let's zoom back in there, have a look at the screw, and here it is. Standard screw head actually, so that should do it. Knock them out. I'll put this thing up as well, the fourth screw. If you didn't know about this model, by the way, you can check out my unboxing review video. Of course, I already made one. Alright, it's all good. Put this thing out, and this thing out as well. Alright, store all the screws in this pill. This should be medicine case. Just want to use it like so. Sorry, it's blurred out just now. I just added screw in there, not much. So this will be the shock absorber for this very model, by the way. Look at that, very simple parts. You could just remove this if you don't want it as well, and just leave the watch look like that without this part. Although it's gonna look pretty odd, the shape gonna be off a little, but yeah, still looking normal. You can just add in the strap and be done with it. This part will reduce the thickness of the watch significantly, so the watch will sit lower, not as high on your wrist. So I'm going to place this at the back here, and now time to remove this adapter, which is in there. You need to press that spring bar in there, which is fairly standard as well, which is able to be one of the easiest part because I don't know, man, it's way more easy to remove the spring bar on this model compared to some other models out there. It's not as hard. Look at that, very easy and quick. Unlike if you watch my previous video where I really need to struggle trying to remove this spring bar on certain model. In this case, however, so easy. Okay, remove, done. Okay, now we need to remove this bezel, I believe. This part is pretty tricky as well because the button is pretty big, so you really need to somehow push or actually force the bezel out. But since there are no weak parts on this very model, I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna damage this. The bezel on this model I'm using now is almost brand new actually. It looks very good. There are no cracking at all. Don't feel any stickiness on here. So yeah, man, yeah, finally got it. Force it a little more using my nail. and there it is. It should be fine, right? Yep, done. Wow, it took a while. I don't think I damaged anything on here, luckily, so we're good for the bezel. And look at that, look at this metal pin up here, look at this chromey thing, that's just pin. Look at that, there's not even a screw at all. If you want to remove this, you could just using this screw head or something that is smaller, just push it in and force it and it will pop out. I don't want to do so because I don't want to lose this thing, so I'm just going to keep it there. It don't bother as much to the cleaning process. So this will be the hard case in white colorway. The G button over here comes in metal, which is nice. This part, yeah, looking brand new as well. Nothing that is weird going on the sides as well. So now let's remove the back plate. This part is pretty easy as well. Remove this screw, this one, this one, and this one. Right, now we need to place all the screws in here. Take them out. I believe I could already, yeah, raise them off like that. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4. Get in there, all of you. Okay. Alright, something weird about this model. Look at that. Most G-Shock will just come with this metal part. This will be the buzzer or the beeping tone mechanism. This part that produces the beep, and it's connected to this region over there. This is why you're seeing some black part over there. But that's applied for most models though. For this model, they have one more beeper up here, buzzer or beeper, I don't know what you call it, but they have it over here. And I believe this will be used for the what do you call it, the Morse code for this model. This guy have the ability to produce a Morse code signal, or a Morse code, just a beeping tone, the sound. You could translate letters into a Morse code, and yeah, you're gonna need more beepers since the beeping tone is gonna be unique, not unlike this standard watch that we are wearing. Oh, by the way guys, I'm wearing my G9000 mine right now. I already opened this thing up and like assemble all of them. If you want to know what's inside here, you can check the video as well if you haven't yet. So we're looking at here a shock absorber. This will be the floating module. There are a lot of dots on here where you produce a gap between this plate to the module on there, so it's kind of floating. And if you zoom, try look at that, we have the spring bar. This will be the buzzer, the beeping tone for the watch. So each time you press the button, the mode selects and all. This part what connect to here and produce the sound. These two part over here, look at that, they have two spring in gold colorway. This will connect to this part here, this thing. So I believe this will make the help up with the Morse code function. And that's that. Now I just need to remove this part. Fairly easy, you could just raise it up, but be careful not to lose any of this spring over here. Alright, the blue part just flatten out, nothing. Let me try to zoom back out, look at that, nothing much going on over here. This part though, look at that, sitting pretty high up there. Alright, put this thing aside. So this will be the engine. So let's try to remove the module in here. I'm gonna use this thing because I'm too lazy to pick up my tweezer. Or here it is, fairly easily. Just took it out like that, and bam, it's all out now. Look at that, look at how gorgeous the design is interior. For the interior, look at how glossy the interior is. Look at that, oh my goodness, really cool. So this will be the module, the one, the engine, the brain, or the heart of the watch. Look at that, oh my. Let's zoom in here. I hope the camera could pick it up because this part is very tiny. So I'm just gonna snap a photo and share with all you guys a little close up about this piece. So on the side, this will be it. This will be the button that you are pressing. So each time you press the button, there will be the shaft there. Look at that. Look at that. This part, push this. Sort of like a flap over here. This part over here. Very simple part. This part is very tiny. Look at that. The watch itself is very big. The actual watch, the module inside there, is so tiny. Look at that. Look at how tiny this thing is. So I have a here. a GW-5000 at the back. Look at that. The module almost the same size. Look at that. So what makes this watch bigger than the GW-5000 is those at the back over there. I just noticed one more thing, that the spring has fallen off. Look at that. Look at this gold thing over here. The spring already came off. So really need to be careful on this. So don't want to lose that. Anyway guys, when you look at it right now, look at that. They have open writing over there, indicating that the watch are now open. In this mode, or in this type of mode, or this type of setting, I believe, you cannot operate the button at all. Look at that. It's like it disabled everything. Look at that. And open over display over there. So time over display still remains like so, but it is open. How about put this thing back in there? Sit there. Alright, don't move. And now let's put everything back into place. Let me show you guys how to do it. It's very easy actually, surprisingly. Yeah, that should do it. Let's see if the open is still, yeah, open is still being displayed over there. Press it a little bit. Alright, it's done. Open is still being displayed. Now if I put this backplate back over here so that the spring could detect it, look at that. It's now showing Monday instead of open. If I remove the backplate, it will show open. So yeah, this part actually used as an indicator as well, which is pretty nice. I don't think I opened up this Modman before, and this guy don't have this sort of features, by the way. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Alright guys, just reverse everything, the process that I just showed you guys just now, and you'll be done. You don't have no complicated things, no trick tips at all, just simple and straightforward type of disassemble and reassembling your G-Shock. So that's it guys. I hope you guys found this video useful, informative and entertaining as well. For your future reference, yeah, leave a like if this does helping you with your future purchase decision. If you're looking for this and you're wondering what you're gonna get, here it is. And that's it. Thank you very much for watching. This is G-Shock High Fashion Channel, and